Alright, you're in the finals. Get to play first again. Ugly hand, but we've got 2 3-drops. We've got a playable 1-drop. We've got all flyers. I shouldn't let the last match influence me about having bad experience mulliganing a 1-land hand, but that's the objective side talking, not the subjective side. So we've got something to do, and hopefully we can stall, and it's just game 1, so I'm gonna risk it here. And worst case scenario, and we drought on lands, and then we just we let our opponent underestimate us, thinking we're an idiot for keeping a 1-land hand just because we had a Wingcrafter. Okay, that's half the battle there. G.I. Joe had it wrong. A swamp on turn 2 is half the battle, not knowledge. Maybe they're both right, and they're just different halves. There's a possibility for you. Land. Ooh, gamble worked. Okay. Unfortunately, our 3-drops both fly. So because of that, I'm actually I'm not going to soulbound. I can't block the wolf anyway. Well, no, he's not gonna block it. So if he puts down something else that I don't want to kill the to be able to block the Wingcrafter, then I just bind up my other 3-drop next turn. Yeah. So no reason to bind it right now. I don't know what other better 3-drop target we could draw that we do want to bind, though. We can't cast Latch Seeker. We have our Geist, we have our Drake. What else is in our deck? Tandem Lookout, I guess, would be the one draw we'd really want to hit. But there's an excellent Human Frailty target. Yeah, Tandem Lookout would be incredible. We'd get in for 3 and draw a card here. Okay, I think we go... Well, it's tempting to go Spear and just try and force a race. He's getting in for at least 6, so I think I prefer Geist and taking out his Force Mage. And no reason to wait until he's got mana open. Just go ahead and do it now and be safe. This way we're most likely only going down to 15 next turn. I mean, he could go Druid's Familiar and put us down to 13, but most likely it's just going to be 15 to 15 and then pass back. And then I can Spear, or if I get land, I guess the Vanguard's better in the long run. Maybe not. Really no reason to block there. Currently I'm way ahead on the race. I'm ahead on land. This guy wants to buy something else. Not afraid of Wolf or Avenger here or anything. Everything's flying. So putting this down is going to be is not going to be lethal in the air. So I'd much rather just get the Spear down. that's only going to give me 8 in the air next turn. So might as well stick with the 2-turn clock and create an angel. Sorry for their interruptions. Business is business. Just trying to clear out some of the Psalm block constructed cards that I don't see myself using in constructed tourneys anytime soon. I'm going to be focusing a bit on Diablo 3 here over the summer, and so I think I'm just going to sell off most of my Psalm block and M12 rares and mythics and stuff. Okay, so pretty clear here. Still just got a 2-turn clock and gonna jack up my Drake. Even if he has removal for my angel, he's still only got 7 on the cracked back that I can see. So I feel pretty safe. He's got excellent creatures though. We've only seen quality from him. It's just he's been a little late on the land. To finish my old thought, I just by the time I get back into constructed standard tournaments, I feel like it's M13 or even the fall, the new set is going to be available. So I'm not going to need all those sort of feast and famine and all those money rares now. Sell them now before they drop in price significantly in the next couple months. I guess Avenger forces him to use up his mana or let it die, but I feel like this is a stronger threat right now. And the Avenger has Death Touch, so okay, so even Snare the Skies doesn't help him here. Yeah. So he showed us that Join Assault for nothing, but with the amount of soulbound creatures that we saw right away, and the fact that we didn't really see Join Assaults from the other green drafter we played, pretty much guarantees this guy's got at least one. Okay, red-green aggro, nice soul binding. Ghoulflesh is excellent on a peddler. And he's fast. I don't think there's anything else he had that Ghoulflesh would be great on, but I don't know, maybe we speed up our deck a little bit and bring this in. I doubt this guy's making too big of a third color splash, as the previous green drafter had double Borderland Ranger. Well, no, this guy did have an Abundant Growth, didn't he? Did he start turn 1 with Abundant Growth? Yeah, he did. So, yeah, it's possible. I'm just considering for a Polluted Delta going deep and bringing this in before we've even seen the splash color really come into effect. unheld pack, something to consider for. See something better. I'm just going to ship this back for now. I didn't see enough to warrant the Gold Flesh over our other removal. This is a wonderful hand. 1 drop, 2 drop, 3/3 bomb. So if we can draw some land, this is beautiful. The spear on a Latch Seeker with a lookout. Let's hope he doesn't have any red direct damage. Yeah, so Wingcrafter into an unbound ghoul into a bound lookout on the Wingcrafter. And then, yeah, we don't know that we can play Latch Seeker yet, but if he had 2 forests out and it was turn 3, I'd obviously maybe bind it up and play pre-combat, but no reason to change my plan here. So really hope he just plays a 3 mana cost creature here. He gets tapped out, and we drop down a lookout, and we get in. Because we really want to be guaranteeing our land drops. Oh, that was a beautiful card. Okay. Go ahead and chump my ghoul with your Avenger. Worth the risk, I feel like, with the driver in my hand. Pretty good. Still want to be hitting that land though. This is going to be gorgeous if we get that 4th land. We can get in for 5, draw 2 more cards. Yep. Come on, island. This really, it's a decent deck, but I was not expecting to be having a chance at a win with it. And that's obvious with our 2-1, 2-1 matches. We did really have to pull out those game 3s. Yeah. Happy to take 3 here. That's really risky. And we got it. Wow. Okay, so this is huge. I mean, we're still drawing no matter what, but just to set him back this far. Neither of his creatures are cheap, so doing a pre-combat is going to let us get in 2 damage as opposed to attacking with only these 2. It allows us to draw 2 more cards before we decide what we want to spend our 4 mana on this turn. But it's really hard to imagine a better use of our 4 mana than resetting his board. With this good of a second game, often the opponents just leave before I get a chance to say good game, so sometimes I tend to just bring up their second chat window here just to so I have a communication pathway to them after the match. Okay, well, looks like he's just planning on Avenger again, but Avenger plus Snare of the Skies means we'd still get in for 3 damage and draw 1 card. But again, like I said, I'm happy to just dump this ghoul, make him feel like he's accomplishing something here, not to be too rude, and wow, that would have been a real chance for him to come back in this game if we didn't clear out all this glut of land. That it could have been 4, possibly 5 turns of just drawing nothing, where he actually gets to reset his board.